Hi guys, Steve here. In this video I'm going to show you the best places to build on the Fjordur map. I want to focus on nice flat, medium to large plots of land where you can build a good sized base on. The first one is here at 91 by 04. You've got cliff edges around here, and then you've got a ramp, more cliff edges, another ramp in the snow area, so you'd block this off. Then you go around, more cliff area, ramp there to down below. So you've got all this area here to build on. And at the bottom left side of a map. Now on the highest point of this island, up there at 92 by 14, this is a smaller area, but it's quite high up and well defended. There's a ramp going down to it, so you can get to the lower levels. It goes down to a second floor. Now it's on the map again. And across from there at 97 by 22, there's the map. We've got a bigger area. With another ramp going down to the lower levels. This is a bigger place to build your base on. It's almost flat. There we're on the map again. And we've got a cliff top that can fence off at the back at 83 by 40. It's got a ramp up from there. Fence this off across here. Don't want the alphas getting in. That's where you would end a fence, and you can build on top of there. And it's got another ramp up the other side as well. And it's right next to a good farming area. And at 75 by 36, we have one of the best spots on the game. It's a huge flat area, water right next to you. Start your fence here. Build all the way across there. It's got obsidian. You can build across a tower over here if you want. And it's got loads of metal resources here to farm. And that's where it is on the map. Then if you want some cliffside property, you've got flat area on here. The top bit's slanted though, but this area is flat. So I'd fence off round about here. Fence to here. Then you've got a little bit of resources there. And that's at 77 by 47. Now we come to the Hexagon area. There's a nice flat patch of land to the left of it, here on the map. That's 67 by 42. Cliffs all around, so you'll be safe. You've got a land bridge here, it can block off. It goes all this side, it's quite big. Get a large base in there. Now go on the map again. Now I've got a smaller area if you're starting off at 56 by 20. You've got a flat top there. A ramp up this side so you can fence that off. You've got cliffs all around. You can build on there. And that's where we're on the map. Now I've got a nice big flat area. That's where we're on the map. Go down. We're at 61 by 71. We've got all this. Surrounded by cliffs on every side. It's almost perfectly flat. Could wall it off across here. And you're pretty close to cementing paste. It's quite a big area that is. You can get a nice base. And walk a plank off a cliff. It's a very good location. And right next to that we have the castle. With a flat area in the centre at 55 by 74. Now the walls will keep you safe, but I don't like building in pre-built structures. It limits your design, but you might be able to do something good with it. Next to cementing paste as well. It's got a couple of entrances. Get smaller creatures in. I'm not sure about gigas though. I might have to cryopod them. Next spot is next to the Redwood, on the right hand side of the map. We've got a ramp going up here. The sides are surrounded by cliffs. Goes all the way around. And then you've got another small ramp here. Some rocks. And then that's where the starting ramp is. And you've got a really nice flat area here. You can build a really good sized base on it. And that's at 42 by 86. And north to that, you've got a smaller area, but it's still good. Surrounded by cliffs, you've got metal resources there to farm. That's where the ramp is, so you need to block that section off. And that's at 37 by 75. And next to that, we have another area at 36 by 69. It's nice and flat. It's got cliffs all around the side. Ramp here, block that off. Slight lower cliff there. You'd have to block that side off as well, but that leaves all the space on top. That's where it is on the map. You can have a whole community of bases up here. Then we've got a longer spread out area at 15 by 66. That's the way in. Then you've got cliffs all the way around. The top part's mostly flat. Just angles down a bit at the sides. Like here's nice and flat. Then you'd fence that off at the end. Then we have this area at the side of the cliff, middle of the map. 38 by 52. It's nice and flat. You've got a ramp here. There's one going up there, so you'd have to block this area off. And you can build all around here. And it's cliffs below, so nothing can come up at you. And you've got all this area. It's quite nice. And that's at 38 by 50. Now we have two lots of land linked together by a bridge. It's got cliffs all the way around, ramp up the side, bridge in the middle, people can pass underneath. Goes to another land mass. There's a ramp there, small amount of metal resources next to it. Cliffs all around that side as well. So only two ways up with a ramp. One side each. The only downside is that griffins spawn here. There's other spawn points for them, but you might want to keep that in mind. And that's at 41.59. Then at 33 by 52, we have this plot of land, surrounded by cliffs again. Nice and flat. Have to block that side off. That's a ramp up. I'd say that's medium size. Now at 29 by 58, we've got this high plateau. Again, nice and flat. Wall that section off across here. And you can have your base at the edge of a cliff. Then we have a golden cliff, the easiest one to spot. It's nice and flat. Very high cliffs all around. You've got metal down here. And a small bridge across to the other cliffs. And that's at 45 by 58. That'll make a very good spot. And in the left middle of the map, you've got this castle area. At 40 by 05. It's fairly flat. There's a ramp down the side, and you get as much organic polymer as you'll ever need. Now we're on the map. That's all the nice flat areas on the map. Then we're left with Helm's Deep, which are classed as an amazing cave base location. And we'll be covering the best cave base locations on the next video, so don't forget to subscribe for that. Plus with all the little secret waterfall locations. If you found this video helpful, please support me and click like.